Hey, hello everyone, welcome back to Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. Today, we are going to do a couple of things. I don't know if they'll involve a whole lot of battling, but as usual, I conquered another territory and dialogue started playing. So we're going to do that first. And then, oh boy, do I have supports for you. You got this one. Then they're going to be like, hey, you conquered something. Time to talk.
Your Majesty, the Federation army has reached the eastern outskirts of Ferdiad.
Hello, to do.
Already? They moved more swiftly than I anticipated. Clearly the snows of Fargus are not a reliable ally.
I was sure this attack would come at the same time as an offensive from the Imperial Army.
Hey Annette, how you doing? Not so good, I see.
But from all I've seen at our western front, that doesn't seem to be the case at all.
So the Federation army is trying to conquer our capital by themselves? They must think our military is totally incompetent.
Well,
it is true that the majority of our forces have been divided between the Western Front and the peacekeeping operations in the north. A situation most likely engineered by Claude himself.
I mean, we did employ combat engineers, so...
Regardless, it is preposterous to think that an army of that size could capture every castle in Fargus. Even if they were to defeat us now, their victory would only win them the capital for a brief period of time.
True enough. The lords of Fargus would converge upon them and retake Ferdiad with ease.
Then that must be part of their plan. If they do not intend to hold the capital, there must be something else they seek to gain. Something that concerns the central church, perhaps.
Well spotted, Dimitri.
That sounds about right. Maybe they're trying to curry favor with Edelgard by destroying the church before the Imperial Army does.
Assuming that's true, it would suggest we could avoid a battle entirely if we turned our backs on the church.
And they're quick on this one.
But doing so would divide Fargus and lead to even more bloodshed. Is that not the conclusion we reached when this all began?
It was. And that's why we're still in this war today.
I understand what you mean. If our involvement needlessly spills even more blood, then our calculations were gravely mistaken. However, the church has saved a great many people. People with no place to go, no home to call their own. The most optimal outcome would be to protect our people, our future, and the church all at once. But if I must choose to sacrifice one of those things, the answer is clear.
Our people, our future, and the church. Damn.
I will do what I must as the King of Fargus.
Your Majesty, we must act soon if we are to meet the Federation army. I await your orders.
I suppose we cannot act without first verifying Claude's true intentions. We must take the field. At the moment, we have no choice but to play the part Claude has written for us in this charade. Sylvain, don't let your enthusiasm get the better of you. If you find yourself too far ahead, fight your way back to us.
I don't know what you're talking about, Your Majesty. I've got a much cooler head than you think.
I fucking love Sylvain in this for some reason.
Send an envoy to Camulus and arrange for the evacuation of Lady Rhea and the others.
Oh. Shamir in the camp was like, hey, where do you think Rhea is? And I could pick between like Camulus and Ferdiad. And I was like, yeah, it's probably Ferdiad. And Shamir was like, yeah, that seems likely. And then here it's like, hey, it's actually... it's Camulus, okay.
Have the Knights of Seros who are stationed in the capital accompany her. Tell them they are to serve as her bodyguards.
Can't Rhea just tell them to do that? Oh, it doesn't matter. Just, I don't know why Dimitri needs Rodrigue to tell them, whatever.
Won't we need them to aid in the defense of Ferdiad?
For now, I'd like them as far away from here as possible.
Oh, he's gonna stab the church, eh?
Understood. If by some chance we do find cause to sever ties with the church.
Speak no further, Rodrigue. Not yet. Right now, we fight to defend our capital. That is all.
Good luck with that one. Alright. There we go. That's that conquered. And now, all we have left to do is supports. So I've been cooking with a couple of other people just to unlock some more supports. Because the Golden Deer are almost done. I was like, you know what, whatever. I don't really need these points for much. And for the sake of like your quality of your meal, it doesn't really matter. Like, you get the buffs no matter who you pick, I feel like. At least that's the conclusion reached on triangleattack.com. So I've just been picking like random other characters I recruited for meals instead, and that unlocks some more supports as well. So we have, first of all, we have Mekkah Hilda, a support.
Hilda, did you get hurt at all?
Nope.
I'm totally fine. I'm super glad we won that battle today.
Yeah, it's better than losing, isn't it?
Me too. But it was touch and go for a moment there. Make sure you're not overdoing it, okay?
Is that what it seemed like? I didn't think I was pushing myself at all.
I mean, you were way up in the front with me. Didn't you say you wanted to hang back and relax?
What can I say? When I saw you up there, I couldn't help but chase after you.
That's hot.
Despite all that stuff I said, I guess I do still worry.
But I thought worrying about people like me was a waste of time.
Well, that's what I thought. But it turns out you and my brother are different after all.
So what you're saying is...
Friends and family are different. I can't protect myself as well as Holst can. Baka.
You don't think I can protect myself as well as Holst can?
No, I know you can take care of yourself. If anything, you've only grown tougher lately. Look at it this way. I could cheer for you till I'm blue in the face, but if I'm stuck all the way in the back, you won't even notice. And I'd lose track of you in all the commotion.
Yeah, I guess that's what would happen.
So, how am I supposed to cheer for you if I don't get up close?
But you weren't cheering. You were actually participating in the battle.
Hey, it's not my fault there were so many enemies up there. They forced my hand. I'd have been in danger if I hadn't fought back. I get the feeling that you have some kind of problem with me being so close by.
It's just unusual, okay? It's just strange to see.
No, not at all. Why would I?
Glad to hear it. And this way, you get to see all my valiant deeds up close. You've got to be happy about that, right?
I'm not sure happy's the right word, but I'm definitely grateful for your help. You're pretty strong too, you know. You really are Holst's little sister. I can't think of anyone I'd rather have watching my back.
Oh, please don't say that. I can't handle that kind of responsibility. Our win wasn't because of me or anything. You know I'm basically a weakling, right?
After seeing what you can do, weakling isn't what comes to mind. But I guess you can seem shaky out there sometimes?
Exactly. So shaky. That's why it's up to you to make sure I'm perfectly safe during battles.
No.
Look, if you really want me to keep you safe, then you should stick to the back.
But I just said that I can't cheer for you all the way back there.
Right, if you say so. I think I've lost the thread of this conversation.
Yeah, me too.
That's okay. The point is, we just gotta stick together and keep doing our best.
Okay, cool. That was honestly a whole lot of nothing. What else we got here? Mekkah. Oh, Constance and Petra. Let's do a non-Mekkah support first. Let's do a non-Shed support. Let's do Claude Leone B. Mix it up a little.
What's wrong, Leone? Bad day of hunting got you down?
Come on, Claude. You and I both know bad days don't happen to me.
Oh, slam it.
I was just thinking about the situation Lester finds itself in right now.
That's an unusual topic coming from you. Go on.
You know how both Regan and Gloucester territories have been the site of some pretty serious battles during this war? Well, I had the chance to talk to some people who live there, and it turns out their crops for the year are suffering because of it. Some villages even had their fields completely trampled in the struggle. Which, yeah, if that doesn't delay your fieldwork, I don't know what will. Turns out, a lot of them are blaming the King of the Federation for what happened, though.
Hey, that's me, Lamau!
No surprise there. It was my decision to go to war with the Empire, after all. Were it up to me, Lester would never see the flames of battle on its lands again. But things don't always work in absolutes.
Which is why you're a Sith Lord.
Now that you mention it, how's Sawin doing? The area managed to stay pretty safe, right?
Thankfully, yeah.
Good. I know you'd be worried to death if something happened to your home.
Hey, Claude, if I'm being honest, I don't really care much about this war, or what kind of relationships the different regions end up having with each other. But I can get behind the future you're fighting for. It's a good one. I can feel it in my gut. Though, that's kind of all I have to go on, since I didn't get the education some of the others did.
I appreciate that, Leone. And I get that you don't really care about a lot of this stuff. The one thing that matters most in the life of a commoner is what tomorrow's harvest is going to look like. I know that, but those people will get caught in the web I'm spinning for the future all the same. They won't have a choice but to fight.
But...
I know. If we don't fight, more and more innocent people will get struck down as collateral. Even so, there will be sacrifices no matter how much or how little we struggle. And most of those will end up being commoners.
Unfair, ain't it?
I hope you stay on my side all the same, Leone. And not just for your raw strength as a mercenary. I could use your perspective, too.
My perspective?
Think about it. You met the farmers in our land eye to eye and found out they were upset with me. I could never do that. Not in the position I'm in now.
I guess you're right.
That's why these kinds of things don't get addressed. They never even reach my ears. So I want you to help amplify their voices. Help me hear what the people have to say. As the ruler of Leicester, this is my #1 priority. It's even more important to me than winning the war.
And I'm more than glad to help you accomplish it. You know, you're really not like your run-of-the-mill noble. With a guy like you leading the Federation, Leicester will be a better place. I just know it.
Oh, I like that. It's nice that these go hand in hand with the story that unfolds. Let's see. Lawrence is with Claude, so let's skip that for now. Petra Shez? Yeah, why not? Petra the best.
Hey there, Petra. Off to train? I'll join you.
That would give me much joy. An opponent with toughness will keep me upon my toes.
I say I'm not a big fan of the hairnet, honestly.
You mean me? Nah, you're way tougher than I am.
Give me Vanilla Three Houses post-time skip Petra any day.
Also, aren't you a queen now? I didn't realize dawn to dusk training was part of the Brigid Royal Regimen.
Was her father dead? Or did he also abdicate?
I have not become queen yet.
Oh.
But there is an understanding that it will happen. And yes, in Brigid, royalty must have knowledge of fighting. I mean, we must know how to fight. To be leading our people, a ruler must have more strength than any other. They must be the hardest to kill. My people are expecting this of me.
So it's the toughest person calling the shots, huh? I love it. What could possibly go wrong?
This is how it is meant to be working. But such things do not always go with smoothness. Mercenaries are always seeking strength too, correct?
Yep.
That's true. A merc lives and dies by the sword. If you're not better than the next opponent you face, they'll be the last one you face.
Yes. Dying is without productivity.
Wow.
But it gives me surprise that you do not avoid jobs of danger. Yes. Dying is without productivity.
Very, very well put.
A queen must be facing any wolf who comes to her door. But you can have pickiness when selecting fights.
Depends on how much food you can put on the table that week. Most of us mercs barely scrape by hand to mouth. End of the day, it's just business. Some mercs will take the coin and blow town, and some employers are more than happy to hang us all out to dry. I guess you don't have a lot of sellswords in Brigid, huh?
Correct. We do not require the selling of swords. In Brigid, everyone is a hunter. Everyone is a fisher. Everyone is a warrior. There is no need to be hiring, or to be hired.
So I guess even your farmers and carpenters can cut down 20 guys in a single stroke, huh?
You have it correct. Do not mess with a Brigid farmer and her spade.
Got him.
Wait, seriously? You can do that with a spade? I mean, a tough farmer I can see, but you know what? Never mind.
Alright, I now remember why I like Petra. Alright, we got... Let's do Claude Lawrence, I think, is next. Claude Lawrence A? Yeah, let's resolve. There we go, that's the word I was looking for. Thanks, Petra. Let's be resolving. There's squirrels. Squirrels.
I am well aware that we Leicester nobles will be cooperating with the Imperial forces moving forward. But House Gloucester has always prided itself on an amicable relationship with the Empire. This changes little for us.
I guess you're right. Your father did head up the pro-imperialist faction, after all.
Yes, until your wicked schemes severed their ties.
Okay, I think this one was unlocked earlier than this, so they're still talking about that bit.
Do you really have to bring that up again? I thought I apologized for that.
I am simply stating the truth. If such words ring out as criticism to your ear, perhaps your conscience is the problem.
Oh my god, that's such a good line.
But what I mean to say is, my house already had the foresight to do this previously. Your actions now are mere imitation.
We did it. We helped the Imperialists when it was still cool, or before it was cool.
I can see your point, though the logic is a bit forced.
It naturally follows that House Regan does not deserve to sit upon the Federation's throne. No, the people yet yearn for their rightful rulers. House Gloucester.
I mean, Lawrence is much better than Claude in this game, so...
I'm pretty sure that's just your ego talking. I don't think people really feel that way.
Do not misunderstand. I am not opposed to your being king. For the moment, at least.
I can't wait to be king.
But your reign was granted by a round table conference, not blood, making you nothing more than an appointed monarch.
Oh man. One of these is more democratic.
And a temporary one, if I may. House Regan does not hold this position by birthright, and it will not stay with you in the future. No. The next to be put forth as king will be... why, of course it shall be me, Lawrence Helman Gloucester. Some even propose I ascend the throne immediately if you begin to teeter toward ruin.
Yeah, you're really letting your ego run wild here. But I have to admit, the idea of a non-hereditary monarchy does sound interesting.
Doesn't it, though? My capacity for such thoughts is proof enough that I am suited to be king.
But I can't stand to think about going back to making that decision via round table. It'd be no different from how we used to do things in the Alliance.
Oh? Then how will we decide?
How about letting the people of Leicester choose?
Very smart, Claude.
Left to their own devices, they'd probably pick whoever they thought would be the best able to protect them. Sounds pretty good, huh?
A preposterous suggestion. Is this in earnest? Though, such a method would prove a great boon for House Gloucester. The common folk in our territory have the utmost trust in us, after all.
And for once, I think that's fact, not ego talking. You do realize it would be the whole of Leicester choosing, though, right?
Not a problem. Our just rule is known far and wide through every mountain and ravine of Fodland. I think.
Are we back to ego talking?
But let us set that matter aside for now. That is not what I came here to tell you. You should know, the role of king within the Federation is as of yet unstable. Proceed with caution, lest it all come crashing down around you.
You're right. Unlike the Empire to our south and Kingdom to our west, the goddess's guidance didn't grace the founding of our Federation. So the role of king is a fragile one, held aloft only by the people supporting them. I'll be careful, just as you say. And thank you, Lawrence. I think I might just get through this with my wits intact if I have you here next to me.
Please do not get the wrong idea. I simply do not wish to see my beautiful home succumb to the foul clutches of despair.
Lawrence's writing is so good.
Of course, of course. And I hope you keep coming to me to voice all your complaints. I'll be counting on you, Lawrence.
Oh wow, that's so cool. I love that they included that. Please complain to me, Lawrence. I love it when you complain to me. Okay, that's Claude, Lawrence, and we have Shez Constance Nast. I was never a big fan of Constance, but you know, she ended up in my army. Basically took her hostage. Let's see what she says.
Needless to say, that is the only logical course of action. Excuse me, are you even listening?
And this is why I'm not a big fan of Constance. Nope.
Sorry, I got distracted and missed the last part. Something about your plan to restore House Nouvelle?
That was where the conversation started. Clearly you have not listened to a single word I've said. Creating new magic, charting unknown sorcery waters. Therein lies the means to make my dream a reality. To that end, I have decided that you will make a most fitting test subject for my research.
No thanks.
What reason could you possibly have to refuse? Do you not want the honor of helping House Nouvelle regain its former glory?
How much are you paying?
I don't mind lending a hand, but I'm not so keen on being a test subject. You don't even know what'll happen. Wouldn't it make sense to experiment on yourself first?
Huh. A rather astute deduction for one such as yourself.
What's that supposed to mean?
However, there is one critical flaw in your reasoning. Were I to do as you propose, I would be unable to properly observe the results with my own eyes.
Well then, you'll just have to be patient until someone volunteers. We'd have a big problem on our hands if something happened to me before the next battle, right? Actually, that probably goes for everyone.
Yeah, don't experiment on Raphael either.
I suppose you are correct. But then, my research has reached an impasse.
I guess so. Okay, how about this? Since we're at war, why not try and distinguish yourself in battle? You could still conduct your research at the same time.
Yeah, just experiment on the enemies.
Combat's more my wheelhouse anyway. In fact, we could even start right now with some training. What do you say?
I respectfully decline. While I am not entirely opposed to the idea of military prestige, I am unable to accompany you at this time. Training at night will surely suffice.
At night? But you won't have enough time if you don't train during the day. You're not planning on pulling all-nighters, are you?
Oh, please! I am not that foolish. I simply do not wish to train at this very moment.
The sun.
Alright, I'm not gonna twist your arm. But I'm heading over to the training grounds, so feel free to come by if you change your mind.
Very well. However, there are extenuating circumstances that prevent me from doing so.
I got a note from my mom.
Nevertheless, I shall succeed in all my endeavors, be they magical or military, and I shall do it all in my own way.
Funny ass character. Alright, that's all the supports I got for now. I'll probably somehow unlock more as I play. Maybe this will just turn into a support episode. Or if something happens during all these battles, I'll film that. And then if there's enough time left, then yeah, I'll show the real battle. But I don't know if it'll get to that point. We'll see. One more thing I guess I can show. I think I just got a Master Seal. I can use that to promote Leonie to Bow Knight and try her out. Let's show that off real quick. Because I think Leonie mastered the sniper class as well. So let's see if we can do that. Training. And here.
Training can be the difference between
acquire. Leonie writes. Leonie. There you go. Not the Holy Knight. Bow Knight. Archer, Sniper. There you go. Bow Knights. So I'm curious how this class will go. Maybe she'll be a good archer. She does have like a pretty good personal skill for it. I feel like
some potential here.
That was the problem with the archers so far for me, is that they shoot so slowly. So maybe this will work out for them. Let's see. And you know, I do have some good bows. Although Cloud's been a lot better ever since he got this thing. What are like good ones? I think I gotta forge like a good bow, because all these are kind of shit. I never bought like a silver bow or anything like that. All right, let's get this killer bow on her. We'll forge it later. I don't know. Or this one. I don't know. I don't care. Get that one on here. And get a nice battalion. I mean, you know what I'm doing at this point. Put this on here. She's got some combat arts as well that we can try out. But yeah, I'm gonna try this out. Maybe we'll see it in the real battle. Anyway, let's see if there's something else to this episode. Alright, gamers. So I have one more support for you for today that I unlocked as I was battling through here. Hilda Lawrence B. Gonna be doing that.
I will need to settle this matter post-haste.
Hey, Lawrence. What's wrong? If that frown was any lower, it'd be falling off your face.
Ah, hello, Hilda.
Have you been sleeping enough? Your body can't survive off grumbling and worry, you know.
I appreciate the concern, but I'm afraid I have no choice in the matter. As you're already aware, I have inherited the title of Count Gloucester from my father.
Yes, like that was like 3 months ago.
As such, I must find a suitable partner to be my wife. It is an issue of utmost urgency.
I think this is a good time to mention that they cap at B support.
Yeah, that does sound like a lot. Is that why you look so crabby? I don't know, though. I don't think you need to worry. I'm sure you'll find the right person in no time.
If only I had your confidence. The conditions for marrying into the distinguished House Gloucester are quite strict indeed. My partner must not only be willing to live alongside me as a proud noble, but share in the responsibilities that house leadership entails.
Yeah, I love how that's the problem.
I hope I can find such an ideal woman. But how is the situation in House Goneril?
My house?
Your father recently passed leadership of House Goneril along to your brother Holst, did he not? I was simply wondering what course of action you were planning to take in the matter.
Well, I don't know. I mean, the stuff my brother's up to doesn't really have much to do with me. If I had to pick, maybe I'd go traveling? I've always wanted to see the world. I'll go all over the place, taking in the sights, eating the best food Fodlan has to offer. Obviously not till the war's over and everything's cooled off, though.
Traveling, Quite an unexpected answer.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of effort.
Though I must say, earning permission from your father or Holst will be no easy feat.
Bruh.
Grand adventures such as those are fraught with danger at every turn. I can only imagine the perils you might face with disease or scornful local lords. If you'd like my opinion, I believe settling down and pursuing a life of leisure much better suits your carefree personality.
He's not wrong.
Maybe, but there's a time and place for everything, you know? I can travel first, then spend my days relaxing later.
True.
And besides, Holst and my dad both spoil me rotten, so I don't think convincing them's going to be too big a deal.
It does, like, convincing is like her thing.
Oh, but I probably shouldn't go anywhere that gets too hot or too cold. Extremes aren't really my thing.
In that case, I know the prime location. There is a wonderful little place within Leicester borders, with boundless forests and crystal blue rivers and the most exquisitely comfortable climate.
Even before Gloucester.
It's also rather close to Goneril territory, so your family will be able to rest at ease.
Let me guess. Is it Gloucester?
Hilda's very smart.
You're quick to catch on. It is one and the same, Hilda.
Thought so. I guess I wouldn't mind adding it to the itinerary.
Along with, like, everywhere else. Like, come on. Traveling within Leicester, that seems like a kind of plain, you know? You can go all over the place here. Good old Fotland. Alright, and because this episode will be a little short if I just cut it off here, but I don't want to do the entire battle the next episode right here. But, you know, we're standing right next to Petra. We can invite her on a little expedition. I haven't done one of these in a while. I haven't unlocked much of it in a while either. They have, like, no benefit besides supports points, which are, like, okay.
Yes, let us get these horses on the road.
You know, we recruited Petra, we might as well, you know, do something with her. Let's go to the forest.
I am accompanying you.
Like, I did all the cooking. Chores don't really do anything either for me. They give, like, gifts, which are also just used for support points. Like, it's all kind of circular and pointless if you don't really care about supports that much.
There, in the trees. Animals. But do not worry, they are not having bigness.
Bigness? They're not having bigness? Alright, let's talk.
Sometimes, a hunt will last for days. I have to be sleeping in trees or between rocks.
Okay. Let's say we want to hunt too.
Wonderful.
See, I am good at the game. You just tell them what they want to hear, and they nod, and you do it again.
We have no horses in Bridget, so riding is still a thing of much newness to me.
Wait, really? I thought... Doesn't Petra have a riding boon in 3 houses? What? What? Like, you recruit her through riding. Like, that's her thing in 3 houses. Hold up, I need to look this up. I am pretty sure, at the very least, that she's recruited through riding. What's her thing? Skill levels? Black Eagles, Petra... okay, no riding boon, but you do recruit her through, like, a riding level on Byleth. Anyway. Compliment her horse riding skills, ask to use instead of horses. Asked if ate them all. This is what she would ask. Let's just go with this.
Thank you.
Ah, fuck. Very polite. Thank you. I screwed up.
We should be training here in secret. Then we will return stronger and give our friends much surprise.
Yeah, imagine if we came back with, like, Raphael's level muscles. Eagerly suggest you shock them all. Wholeheartedly agree. Say it's not fair to get a head start. Alright, shock them all.
I have agreement.
Oh, this is fun? Okay, fair. We have done it. It's a fairly engaging conversation.
Enjoyment. We should do it again.
Very good. I mean, I guess they do improve morale, which is good. I guess that is okay. No, that's actually not a terrible idea to do with people more often. Just improve their morale so they do more damage. Like, Shez is always at... I think I can show this somewhere here. Not sure where exactly. Can you see morale here? Yeah, you can see the morale here. At the bottom of your screen, roughly. Apparently morale is like... You do like 10% more damage if you have good morale or something. Yeah, this is 10%. I think if you're maxed out, it's like 20, maybe? 15, okay, so it's not a whole lot, honestly. It doesn't make a very big difference, but it's like... It's a benefit beyond just, you know, support building, which I think in itself... It kind of happens over time, because if you look at my supports, they're pretty much... Like, for Shez, they're pretty much coming around to, like, A all round. At least with the units I'm using on the battlefield. Like, Lysithea and Leonie are almost there. In fact, I think Leonie is still locked. That's why it has a little lock on it, of course. It's the same with Claude. Everyone else is pretty much done. I guess Lysithea needs a little bit more. So it's kind of like, whatever. Let's go on a thing with Constance as well. I have another point to spend anyway. Let me find Constance. I know you guys love these cycles. This is why you watch my channel. There are... Wait, where is... Oh, there she is. I think I just did her auto support this episode too, so it'd be funny to just unlock 2 at once. Let's invite her. I have no idea what Constance likes, by the way. It's kind of the same over and over and again these dates, honestly.
I sincerely doubt you would enjoy yourself in my pathetic company.
Oh yeah, this is like out in the sun. That's kind of funny. Let's go to the forest so she's more covered up.
Slow you down.
Does this count as like broad daylight, or do you get covered by the trees? Let's find out. Oh yeah, she's in dreaded mode. It's gonna be impossible to please her.
But alas, a ferocious bear awaited them in the forest, and they were all devoured alive. The end. Well, did you enjoy my story?
I'm not gonna lie, another reason I'm going on these is so that you can get thumbnail bait. Okay, can we actually get a positive date with Constance
I feel
here?
I would be more fit to serve as a squire who tended to cleaning and laundry. What do you think?
Let's just go along with this. All these suck. All these suck. Let's do this.
I am not worthy.
Wait, you do? Okay, alright.
I have drifted through the kingdom, the empire, and even Garrick Mach during my time in this most transient of worlds.
This always works, right?
Thank you for indulging me.
Yes, that always works. Alright, let's talk one more time.
Are you familiar with curses? Unlike magic, there is much I do not understand about the art.
Oh, I know another... I don't want to say another depressed person, because Tharja is really depressed, but she's like goth chick, I guess, which has overlap. Apologize for not being interested. Ask for more details. More details, please.
To sum things up,
God damn it! I mean, I guess that was a dumb thing to ask, because she said she didn't know shit.
I can only offer my sincere gratitude for the kindness you have shown me.
Oh man, I fucked up. Can you save scum these? In 3 houses, I think you couldn't. They would like refuse to go on a date if you save scum them or something. It's kind of funky. Yeah, so I can't really do a whole lot other than this episode. There just isn't much to do before the main battle, and I want to show that in its own kind of thing. So I will leave you guys here, and I hope you had a good time. And if not, there's always next time. And if so, then there's also always next time. See you guys around. Peace. Have a good day.